Hello everyone, are you ready for another adventure? It's me, Wokey, and I'm back with some more FGO reading time. So let's continue on where we left off with the Van Gogh stuff. So does every servant go through an interview like this? Not exactly, no. We do always talk to servants so we can create their profiles, though. But according to Da Vinci's instructions, your spirit origin is an unusual case and has heavily cultural significance. So she wanted us to run a more detailed investigation of you. And since she's so busy, I think she wanted us to record it so she could go through all the information later. I see. By the way, Lady Mash, why are you in full armor? Oh, that's just in case there's a second wave of, cue cards. I hope it's nothing too distracting. Please just pretend I'm not here. Think of me as a pebble or something. The pebble, everyone. The people's pebble. A very loud pebble. More like a rock. The Rock! Dwayne The Rock Johnson is Kiryu Meshley. More like
summon the rock by mentoring the pebble in the rock.
You
The
could.
rock says, "I'm summoning myself to Chaldea."
And then all of a sudden, everything about Chaldea has to be about The Rock. You'd definitely be showing up as like a berserker, because there's no way that man has any form of common sense.
Well, if they're summoning in Prime, it's gonna be Prime Rock.
Prime Rock would be definitely be a berserker.
Yeah.
I'm definitely feeling that way. The actor Dwayne Johnson, who knows? Maybe a caster because of how devious he is, but let's continue on about Van Gogh. Like rock and roll, that Van joke still needs work. I'm telling her right now, I need to show her some of The Rock's discography, show her Dwayne The Rock Johnson so she can come up with a bunch of The Rock jokes, like we did. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Go ahead, senpai. Where are you from originally? A small village called Zundert in the Dutch province of North Brabant. My father was a minister there. I never went back there again after my family moved to Helvoort, but I'll also never forget its landscapes. Incidentally, the name Van Gogh basically means of Go in Dutch, as in from the village of Go, or Gogh, since the village is part of Germany. But although my ancestors were originally from Go, I didn't have any connection to it myself. Let's see, what are some other Dutch places I remember fondly? There's there's Dordrecht, where I worked at a bookstore. Etten, where I had a huge fight with my father. The Hague, where I met Caroline and Cian. Amsterdam, where Key lived. Noonan, where I met Margot. Margot the Relentless? That's crazy. I had a lot of lovers, didn't I? It's a little embarrassing. You'll have to read a biography if you want to know more. I don't know if I would consider... Are those considered lovers of Van Gogh? Aren't those, like, people Van Gogh had a huge crush on and then sent his ear to?
He just kind of didn't just hang out with a bunch of naked women.
I guess you have to have had some kind of relationship if the women are naked. You know what? Feel free to tell me how you feel about Van Gogh's very many relationships, but anyway, let's move on. Who do you consider your mentor? Cyclops? my mentor, Cyclops, and my fellow trainee, Batman. We were out there living it up. Vincent Van Gogh, Batman, and Cyclops. Oh, now I need to know. Good question. I had so many teachers I loved and respected for their work in writing. Millet, De Croc, Degas, Monit, Mintil, De Zo, Blanc, Hokusai, Hiroshige, Nature, Laborers. But the one who taught me the fundamentals of painting would have to be Mauve in The Hog. You can't build greatness on a shaky foundation, right? So any success I had in my paintings really began with what he taught me. I was an A-rank amateur when I met Mauve, and he taught me everything beginning with the fundamentals. I may have realized I was a rank amateur, not an A-rank amateur. It's fine. It's such a shame that we ended up having to part ways. There's still a part of me that wishes things had turned out differently. Yes, I think I can tell you this, Master. I admitted it even when I was alive. Goggin is the one who opened my eyes to the true power of symbolism. He's the one who led me to strive for greater heights. He's the most important teacher I ever had. But of course, that doesn't mean I didn't beat him. I think my work is even more famous than his now. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if he turned up as a heroic spirit one day. I can only imagine how he'd react if he saw me like this. Is there anyone in particular you'd like to see? Theo. Yes, that's right. My younger brother, Theodorus von Gogh, understood me better than anyone. I don't have any particular regrets about him. I painted what I wanted to paint, and I told him everything I wanted to before I died. But I looked in the database, and now I know that I have had a hard time even after I died, and he didn't live much longer than I did. When I was alive, I had the sense that he was dealing with something, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it was such a debilitating disease. We were two people with one mind. I thought for sure he would go on to complete the Van Gogh brand even after I was gone. That's like me and my brother. When I say I pass on, he continues on the Wokey YouTube channel. Just don't do what he did and die immediately afterwards, otherwise our entire kingdom comes down. I don't know what Theo was thinking when he passed, but if he had any regrets about failing to keep our promise, then I want to tell him that I beat Goggin, I beat the whole world, and I even managed to beat my madness. Everything went great. The two of us did everything better than we ever knew. Though, of course, that's not the only reason. There are still lots of books and paintings I want to talk to him about. And if he was willing to keep supporting my career even posthumously, well, I couldn't say no to that, right? I'm sorry, I've been talking for a long time, haven't I? What else would you like to know about? I can tell you about artistic technique, religion, literature, anything you want to discuss. Uh-oh. I know what you're thinking, Senpai. You don't want to ask any amateur's question when it comes to her field of expertise, right? Me neither. I guess we still have a lot to learn. If only Da Vinci were here with... Master Van Gogh, get down. Huh? Again? So it would seem, and it would look like they're even stronger than the last ones. I guess Da Vinci just couldn't help herself, even though she's too busy to come here in person. Okay, Master. Awaiting your orders again. Eep, well, if a genius like Da Vinci is this serious, I guess I'll have to get serious myself. Surely there were easier ways to deliver this, but then we wouldn't have the interlude now, would we? Alright, back to the Van Gogh. Save me, friend Van Gogh on the friends list. Save me. I know that I have one. There's someone who's hyper dedicated to Van Gogh who literally took time in the comments to tell me to say, hey, use my Van Gogh. I'm very good with it. Oh shit. To be fair, it's sometimes when I see the final form of Van Gogh, I completely lose track of that's supposed to also be Van Gogh. So maybe that's a little bit of a me problem too, because I usually like keeping Van Gogh in their first form. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think I'll do it this way. I'll hold on to that for the time being. This one I can use, it's fine. No go. Hey, okay, there. Wee, pale blue Dato. They did not die? Oh no, they did. Thank God. I would have been very worried if they died. They did not die from that. But okay. So I'm going to go this one first. And then I could absorb that, but I think I'm going to go this way. Then absorb it, and that way I can save it for the last one. Okay. So I'll go here. I may as well hit the hardest one. That's a little annoying that it was all... It would have been great if there was two. I just realized I could have hit with, I could have hit with Voyager. Voyager's also getting these buffs. Okay. I feel a little bit better that it did not fully kill. That means I would not have been able to do it with Voyager anyway, so it's fine. It just means more crit stars for me. Nice stun. Okay. So I think if we go, one single ally. Okay. You know what? Oh no! I wish I should have done it a little bit later. It's fine. I'm gonna go this way. Then I'm gonna increase mine. Go here. That way we both have it, and then I'll go. This should be enough, I think. To kill both of them. That's what I'm looking for. I was thinking if I could probably have done it like regular, but I think it's better to try and guarantee it this way. Watch it not happen though, and then I'll be very sad. There we go. Good girl. I knew I could trust you. Mysterious excitement. Oh my god, it's the Pokemon. Okay. Let me see. I think I can give this one to her. Okay, and then we'll see how this one goes. Okay, not bad. Beautiful. Love to see it. More. Oh, and a cherry. I'll take a cherry as well. Thank you very much. And now to another Interlude. Are you two okay? Yes, I think so. How about you, Van Gogh? Oh yes, I'm totally fine. So this is what happens when the famous Leonardo da Vinci gets serious? Anyway, let's see what she wrote on these cue cards. Try to really get to the heart of who she is. For example, why did you burn your hand to make your family let you see Kivos? Why did you really cut off part of your ear? Tell us everything about your relationship with the mysterious Miss S. And what was the real source of your madness? Why did you commit suicide? That's not okay to laugh at. It was just so direct of, you should not ask someone, why did you do it? It feels, I don't know. It feels untactful to me. Da Vinci. These are the questions she wants us to ask? Oh yeah, why'd you do it? Tell us why. I was depressed. Like, did Da Vinci really write these? I had the same thought. It feels like they're focused on things that are a little base for her. This is embarrassing. I think I'm going to bloom. Should I answer them? No, I won't. I couldn't. If you really want to know, you'll have to use your command spells. At least 2. No, all 3. Maybe then I could. Wait, something's not right here. I think we should pause the interview and investigate this properly. Yeah, someone's messed up here. The Da Vinci I know wouldn't write something like that. Oh, it's this fucking dick. And Caesar. And Kaiser. Now, he is someone who would write a question like that. Because he's a piece of shit. I swear I can't believe I didn't think of this sooner. It's so foolish of me I can't stop laughing. We're heroic spirits, hollow shadows of great people from history, so we can make a bundle off ourselves. Indeed, in my life I was content merely to write my commentaries of the Gallic War, but I never thought to think bigger. The memoirs of a heroic spirit can sell for big bucks. And since it all comes straight from the horse's mouth, it's guaranteed to be completely accurate. What better way to clear up these mysteries that were previously lost to history? Not to mention that heroes are almost all crazy eccentrics. If there's one thing that sells in any time period, it's strange foods and dirty-minded rumors. And on top of that, Van Gogh's one of the biggest artists in the whole damn world. That will make her perfect for the first book to come out at Columbus Publishing House. The great part of this business model is how there's no end to the amount of profitable information we can generate, since it's not limited to just artists' heroic spirits. Better still, if I write the tell-all biography myself using the data gained from this interview, I'll retain full IP rights. God, they're both unbelievably evil. Yet somehow I never get mad at Caesar, and yet all my anger goes towards Columbus. Man, I'm glad I've got you helping me out, Caesar. With history's greatest lawyer as my consultant, there's no way I can lose. Still, I must ask again, are you quite sure you're okay with me taking 95% of the profits? Of course, I'm not going to rip you off when you're doing all the work. I'll be fine with just 5% as my fee for giving you the idea. After all, there's hundreds of heroic spirits out there. Once readers all over the world start buying these biographies, that 5% will be more than enough to make me filthy rich. I learned from my mistakes at Servant Fest. Producers ought to stay behind the scenes. We're just here to help. As long as we do our best to help, though, it's more than enough. Of course, I'm sure our partner, Master, will approve of our plan as well. No. By my command seal, chop your penis off. We can't pull off without saving...
Did every servant in the vicinity try that?
It's okay. I have to be specific. Okay. Chop Columbus's penis off.
Wouldn't everyone run to Columbus?
Yeah, that's what I'm currently imagining is about 50 different servants all come at him at the same time looking to chop off that wing. We can't pull it off without saving the world first, right? An unbelievably stupid, you'll be back in the Grail by then. You don't get to live. I don't think you know this. Spoilers for 2 years ahead of Japan. When I save the world and possibly go away or something like that, I don't know what actually happens in JP if you're wondering of spoilers.
Said the heroic spirits had to be smart.
I guess not. But I'm you're not staying around that long, Columbus. If I can keep any servant with me, you're on the short list. I'm kicking Gilles de Reyes Castor before I'm picking Columbus. And that guy's crazy. An unbelievably far-off destination, riches beyond my imagination. At last, I finally found a dream that lines up with Master's. Indeed, you have. It's perfect intellectual weapon, with absolutely ironclad logic. That's what the Chaldea Merchants Association was made for. While we can't yet be completely certain if this will match Master's taste, we should at least be able to avoid any penalties since everybody wins and nobody gets hurt. As I see it, battle readiness level is currently Rubicon 4. Remain vigilant at all times, but feel free to relax as well. By the way, good sir, did you take care of the written instructions? Oh, and what about drafting a form of agreement for Van Gogh and explaining our plan to her? Of course I took care of that. I omitted all but the key points to make it easy to understand, and I signed it with a name that's for sure to clinch the deal. I see. Columbus, I'm sorry to spoil your good mood, but I think you should be aware of something. Huh? What are you talking about? We're now at Rubicon 1. It's prepare for battle. There you are. So you're the villains who forged my signature, sent out counterfeit orders, and made off with a bunch of library books. Don't forget the crime of upsetting Van Gogh with bluntly phrased questions about very delicate matters. Why do you guys never learn? Hold on, Master. There was nothing wrong with our plan this time. There's plenty of room for Associate here to learn to refrain from being so blunt with his phrasing, and you must agree that this is a great opportunity to further contribute to humanity's historical note. Get him, Go. Get him, Goey. Yes, Master, I'm very sorry about this, Lord Columbus and Lord Caesar, but I'm going to maintain my privacy. You two need to die. Hell yes. God, what gives? Why are we being attacked? Never mind that now. Just shut up and use your double phantasm or whatever secret weapons you have on hand. Otherwise, our spirit origins could end up being obliterated. I'm here too. I'm all caught up. Anyone who compromises either the safety of my dock or Van Gogh's stability has to answer to me. The way that there was a water sound effect made it seem like he just popped up out of the water. I mean, at this point, it feels like, maybe it's because I like Caesar more. I feel like Caesar was like, okay, well, you obviously went through the proper means, right? Not realizing the person that he teamed up with is an evil bastard. And he was like, yeah, I did the proper means. He's like, no, I mean, legitimately, did you ask for real? No. Alright, well, fuck me, I suppose. What the fuck is this? Columbus's secret weapon. Okay. Who keeps giving Columbus all this?
Columbus.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, let me see here. I don't want to do it. I think I'll do it like this. Take it all. Take it all. Get all. Okay. This will set up for next turn. And hopefully with plenty of crit stars to go around. This thing should be dead unless it has some kind of anti-curse or anti-giving buff things, in which case we're kind of fucked, but it's okay. We can fill the giant whale thing with terror. Go check out my sick-ass art. Follow me on Pixiv. I just want to show you the planet. Oh, this thing is fucking dead. Oh, never mind. Okay, thank God they showed up because I was like, oh no, that's dead. That dealt so much damage. Okay. So let me see what Columbus's thing here says. Okay. So I think I'll go... Unfortunately, they did not get any of the debuffs, so... Never mind. I just wanted to be sure that Columbus was the first one to die. Don't you dare kill that go. You know what? I'll go with this. Nice. God, it just deals so much damage. Oh, I love Van Gogh so much. I think it's such a cool unit. Alright, let's end off this interlude now. But why? You're already dead. What have you got to lose by sharing your secrets now? Well, I suppose you could say I don't have anything more to hide since all my private correspondence has been publicly available for a long time now. But there are still some secrets I took with me to the grave, and I intend to keep it that way. It would be one thing if a dead person wanted to share their lost stories posthumously, but trying to trick them into revealing them is a clear violation of trust. I mean, I know conquistadors like you had a bad habit of using any means they could to get rich, but going so far as to dig up my grave, so to speak, can't you see that's going too far? You fucking tell him, Van Gogh. Cook his ass. Oh, come on. It's not like you pilgrims were saints yourselves in the New World. Go on, partner. Say something. You get it, right, Caesar? You understand this guy's a fucking dick, right? Indeed, master. You have my word that I'll explain the problem to him in a way he will understand, so would you kindly let us off the hook? Excellent. Now, if you'll excuse me. No, I'm not giving up. No. This isn't about money. Biographies benefit everybody. It's not fair, Caesar. It's not fair. I know. Just calm down. That part's true, yes, but we can't write biographies using knowledge gained through magecraft. Mystics need to stay hidden. Still, their passion is sort of a good thing. I can only hope that I'll come up with more practical ways to make money once this is all over. I swear, it's just one problem after another here in Chaldea lately. Anyway, I'll take care of the docks, so would you mind handling the rest, Master? Thanks. Oh, when you're all done, go to the cafeteria. Baker's making some cookies, especially for you guys. Okay, thanks, Nemo. Can I shake your hand again? Handshake. Nemo leaves. The world's busiest 12-year-old. So I guess the whole interview project was something Columbus and Caesar came up with. What a shame. I hate to think all those lovely stories you told us won't be put to any use. I'm disappointed too. This was really fun. Say, Master, would you come closer? I want to say something. Do you really want to know my greatest secret, even if you have to use command spells to pry them out of me? Because if you do, then No. Whew, that was a relief. Okay, Master. Lady Mash, I think we've earned a treat. Once we're done tidying up, let's go see Baker about those cookies. Yeah, I can't wait. Van Gogh? Senpai, when you were in Van Gogh, just... Senpai, wait for me. Senpai! Wait! Come back! Cookies! I'm Van Gogh. But I'm not Vincent. I'm Clytie Van Gogh. I'm a water nymph with a jumbled personality and a total stranger to Vincent. I have no right to reveal the secrets he took to the grave either. So I'm going to protect them, his hidden sources of inspiration, his true intentions, his sins, everything. I just hope it'll go to at least some ways towards repaying him for lending me his talent. It's a little hard not being able to get these thoughts off my chest, but I don't mind, and Van Gogh, I like pain. Theo, if you were here now... Would you hear to my confession? Would you let me recount my sins? Just kidding. Yeah. Two St. Quartz. There's even more Van Gogh interludes to do. This one's much longer. So we'll be back with more Van Gogh in the upcoming video section. But thank you very much for watching. That's it for this interlude. Until the next one, I'll see you guys later. Say goodbye, boy.
Goodbye.
Peace out.